Hey guys, so I don't know if you are aware of this. When I saw it, I was like, are you serious right now? But yeah, you see the title. There are 33 states right now that, as of right now, are allowed to actually freeze your bank accounts. Well, let me backpedal just a little bit. They're marketing this and saying that this is a safety feature that's for seniors, to protect seniors. And we all want to protect seniors. We don't want them to get scammed. um, they get phone calls all the time and they think it's a family member or whatever needing help, and they sending money and all of this stuff. So yeah, we do want to protect seniors, but I'm looking at the bigger picture. Everything is going digital right now. Even here in North Carolina, they are getting on board with the digital at the DMV. And starting October 1st in the state of North Carolina, you no longer have to go in and get your registration for your vehicle. The sticker that you put on your car, you don't need that anymore. You keep the same tag that you have. You go online, you pay, and that's it. So if you get pulled over, the police should be able to put you in the system and find it there. But I've seen so many instances where there's been a mix up and the information is not there in the system when the police pull it up, and people are saying, well, I paid that. And then the police are saying, well, you're not in the system as paying that. How I know this is because it happened to me here in North Carolina. I got pulled over on the street, like one street from where I live. I think because I live like it's just a bunch of not me's around, okay? So maybe only one other family that is like me. And so I think that's why I got pulled over, but I'm not going to say anything. Um, I was cordial. He was cordial, seemingly, but he still wanted my registration, all of that. Everything matched up. The thing is, though, at the time, we had not switched our South Carolina tax over to North Carolina. And because I still have property in South Carolina. So technically, I really didn't have to. That being said, when he pulled it, he was saying it's not in the system. And I'm showing him the receipt right here. It is paid. And this is what I'm talking about. There's going to be a lot of, well, let me stop and check this person, or they pull the tag because they're behind you and they see, oh, it's not in there, but you've actually paid for your stuff. So I can see this kind of going left, but nonetheless, this is where we are at in America right now. Well, across the country, everything is going digital. They're going to say this is to benefit the children. So yeah, they can't have their phones. We're going to turn their phones off some kind of way. We'll have something to block their phone out, like as if they were going to a jail and they have the little blockers that you can't use your phone. That'll be for us too. You're not doing what they want you to do. That's going to be for you as well. This situation with the banks, that's going to be for everybody. Right now, they're saying seniors, but I guarantee you, as time goes on, we're in 2026. I think by 2028, well, probably before then, but definitely by 2028, 2030, because 2030 is their code for having everything online. You see how fast they're doing the books now, right? So that's going to happen to us. And you won't be able to do what? You won't be able to access your bank account because they thought somebody was trying to steal your money. That's what they're going to tell you. When in actuality, is you did not want to receive the mark here, here, here. You didn't want to receive it. And so therefore, you can't have access to your cards. You can't have access to buy food. That means you can't pay your bills. That means you'll end up homeless. That means you'll end up breaking the law, because right now it's kind of illegal to be homeless right now, right? So let's get into the 33 states. I'm going to give you a rundown of the states. They say amid several bank branch closures this year. Consumer protection laws have taken hold in 33 states. It is House Bill 945, also known as the Adults Security and Safeguards from Exploitation in Transactions Act, i.e., is a lie. Okay? Is a lie. That is what it is now. But they're going to have some kind of clause in there where it's going to attach to each one of us. So if they think too much money is being transferred out of your account to somewhere else, they want to be able to account for everything you have. Granted, you worked for it, but they want to be able to account for it. It's almost like, it feels like, well, we are running out of money. And this is why when you go to the bank to get a lump sum of money out, they want you to give them a notice. That way they can make sure they have the bank there. Because once you deposit your money, it's gone. It's on the stock market. It's invested. It's not there. It is not there. And they're only going to cover, like, I don't know if they've changed the amount, but it was 250,000. Anything over that, they cover. They will not cover that. So expect more than seniors to be locked out of their accounts. And also, if they think that you are mentally incapable. So who determines that is my thing. Who determines that? So it says the law is designed to protect those 65 and over from financial exploitation. It also applies to adults with qualifying physical or mental incapacities. A bank's power depends on the state, but in Colorado, for example, transactions can be frozen for up to 90 days. Can you imagine going to bed knowing that you have, you know, some things coming out of your account? Maybe your mortgage comes out of your account, your car note, your insurance, your life insurance, your whatever comes out of your account, or you need to go to the bank and get it. You wake up thinking, okay, today I'm paying these bills off, or let me check my account and make sure these bills were taken out so I don't overdraft, whatever. And you see your account is frozen, and it's going to be frozen up to 90 days until they prove that it's not any fraudulent activity going on, or even maybe that you are capable mentally to handle your account. You see what they did with Wendy Williams, right? Okay, so the bank must notify law enforcement during this time. Listen, the bank must notify law enforcement during this time, and the window can be extended to 180 days if the agency investigation is underway. So say they lock your account and you go, okay, well, there is no fraud on my account. I got bills I got to pay. I got gas to get. I got to go to work. I got to do all these things. I got medication I got to buy. Well, ma'am, I'm sorry. Oh, sir, I'm sorry. I can't help you. You know, with this new law, it's 90 days. And we're going to call the law enforcement. We'll let them investigate. Now there's an investigation. So now they're going to extend your 90 days to 180 days. You don't have any money. You can't buy and you can't sell. I'm going to keep pushing that on y'all because that is where we are headed. No, I'm sorry. That is where we are. And this is not just Colorado. This is in 33 states. So they say a Colorado senator said the law would support older citizens in the state, just like they always push out safety and for your own good when they're trying to do things to restrict us. This is what it's about. It's about restriction. Meanwhile, they are allowed, when I say they, for those who come in the comments with, who is they? Who is they? They are the people who are in control of this world. Okay? They are the ones with all of the money that's controlling the world. And I'm not talking about the president. He's just the president. It's other people controlling what's happening right now. Okay, he commented, older Colorado residents deserve to live with financial security, but years of hard work and saving can be ruined in an instant by a scammer. And I believe that. But I also believe years of hard work can also ruin you by those who are put in charge over certain things because they are scamming, allegedly. This law will allow bankers and credit unions, for those who say, well, I'm at a credit union, you need to go to credit union. I was with you. I need to go to credit union. But now they throwing the credit union in there too. I mean, what are you to do? They're throwing the credit union in there as well. So bankers and credit unions now can stop fraudulent transaction before they go through by freezing your account for 90 to 100 days or more. So here are the 33 states. I want to share this part with you so you can see it. I didn't want to share the whole story. This is for educational purposes only. I have to say that. Okay, so we have Alabama, Arkansas, Colorado, Connecticut. I hope y'all can see that. Yeah. Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, North Carolina, North Dakota, Oklahoma, Oregon, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, and Wyoming. Those are the 33 states that can now freeze transactions under House bill. Not just freeze one transaction, your whole account. I can see if, yes, something seems fraudulent, you know, because people do scam and they do take your stuff, because it's happened to me. But why not just freeze that one transaction? Or maybe they're thinking, oh, well, maybe somebody has their card and they're using it. What if you go over your daily limit? Because, you know, some banks give you a daily limit. Like, you can only spend this amount and you can only spend that amount, which leads me to the next story that I'm going to tell you about them putting a daily limit on what you can get out of the bank. This is why I say, is it that we don't have any money? Show me the money. Is it that we don't have any money? Buy or sell. I think even if you got that mark, whatever they come out with and say this is what you have to access the grocery store, to go into the grocery store, to go into a store, to buy gas, to get anything. I think there's still going to be a limit. It's going to be a limit on, it's a carbon limit. How much meat you can have, how much water you can have, how many items of clothing you can wear. And this is not even a thing. I've already shown y'all videos of them saying this out their mouth, that this is where it's going. This is about total control. That's what it's about. Okay, so, because I don't want to keep y'all here all day. They say it's about putting safeguards in place to prevent scams and keep, you know, people who've worked hard for their money in their bank accounts, blah, blah, blah. Whereas the law took effect on August 12th, Georgia's version took effect on July 1st. Okay. Colorado's took effect August 12th. Georgia's took effect back in July. Under Georgia law, a bank can only hold a transaction for an initial 15 business days. Another 15 business days may be approved if determined by the review, meaning by the investigation. So Georgia's is going to be 15 days. Well, we're investigating, so we need another 15 days. What do they keep doing? If I'm still investigating, oh, we need another 15 days. And you can see where this is going. And it just keeps adding up and adding up and adding up. I'm very interested to know what you guys think about that. I'm trying to find the article now on the, oh, here it is. So major bank puts $105 maximum limit, daily limit on customers. I'm just going to show you just a clip, and then I got to clip back out. I just want to make sure y'all, I'm not making this stuff up. Like, you would think that this is a joke, right? Like, if I work for my money, I want to receive my funds. Here it is right here. Overdrawn, major bank puts $105 maximum daily limit on customers. And this is dated August 17th, 2026. Okay. So let me get into it because I haven't read this one. I just happened to see it when I was doing the other one. It says Wells Fargo. How did I guess? I just had a whole bunch of fun with Wells Fargo not too long ago. My husband has Wells Fargo. I do not. But I'm just like, okay. Wells Fargo, which confirmed a branch closure in Virginia for October. So Wells Fargo is closing a bank branch in October, has put a limit on overdrafts. So they're closing a bank, and now they're also putting limits on the overdraft. Pretty soon they're just going to get rid of the overdraft because that's more money to them coming to them. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they'll do an overdraft and then maybe the person won't pay it and then they're out of money. Okay. So according to the Wells Fargo website, customers are charged a maximum of $105 daily during an overdraft period. An overdraft occurs when a customer spends more money. Y'all know that. I don't even know why they put that in there. Wells Fargo customers are charged up to 3 times a day at $35 each. That is highway robbery. The bank also doesn't charge a non-sufficient fund fee for purchases returned unpaid. Overdraft fees are not charged for purchases of $10 or less, or if a customer's ending daily balance is overdrawn by $10 or less. There are no overdraft fees on ATM purchases or one-time debit card transactions. So I know why they're saying all this. They're saying this is why we have to do what we are doing. And they're running the same game as all the other banks. And that is bank scams running rampant. It is important to know how to reach out to your bank without risking fraud. So they say this is going to be a foolproof method of, going to your bank in person, although they're closing banks up, right? Because they say there's more foot traffic online than it is in the physical bank. So this is why we're closing the banks. But now they're saying, well, you have to go into the bank. So if you're closing a bank in my area and I'm in just a little small town, now I got to go over to the next town or maybe the town over there because there is no physical bank to go in and take care of this business. And you're just going to get the ring around the rosy like I did with Wells Fargo over the phone, trying to handle business for my husband because he's out of town. So y'all, it just keeps going on and on and on. Let me see. Now, what? Oh, nothing. This was like a thing saying that Buc-ee's now has digital shelf tags. Everybody has digital shelf tags, right? I've seen them in Home Depot, seen them in Lowe's. I mean, every place I've gone, I've seen them. And if they're not there, they're coming. They're coming, okay? Uh-oh. Okay, we'll save that for another story. So I'm going to end it there because I see another story I need to do. I'm trying to get back into my stories. I'm still going to, give the word. When the Lord gives me the word to give, I'm going to give the word. But I do want to do like a Wisdom Wednesday or something like that. But I'm still praying about that. So y'all let me know in the comments what you think about, and I'm sorry for the screen. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard, but let me know what you think about the possibility of this not just being for seniors, but them eventually rolling it out for everybody where, if they see something fraudulent, they'll freeze your account. Not even ask you, hey, did you make this purchase or whatever? Wouldn't that be simple? then it just automatically freeze. Because I could say, yeah, I did. No, I didn't. Then if no, I didn't, fine. If you need to freeze it, whatever, but not for 90 days, not for 30 days, 90 days, 180 days. That's crazy, insane work right there. So work of the devil, work of the devil. Y'all stay prayed up, cover your homes, cover yourselves, cover your children, anybody that you love. Pray for those you don't love as well. Pray for people you don't know as well. Because we all need prayer. Whether we realize it or not, we all need it. I love you, but God loves you more. He created only one you. Be the very best you that you could be. When you are, go out and spread God's love. Peace, love, and light. Thanks for being here on Tommy Bites TV. And if my videos aren't for you, to the person you know who you are, why you keep coming back? Hey, how you doing? Or as Wendy would say, how you doing? Bye, y'all.